Square say Mure Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kanakarki kutanga kukuya paneno channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingwagaro subscribe, but don't forget to comment and share this video. Nas Mure Zimbabwe takugirai nyaya ya budi tswana the Zimbabwean mail ya buda ishtaura iyo. Ichiti the SADC Nizuro yaka-refuse kusapota Frelimo pamwechete na Daniel Chapo muri Zimbabwe. Vichinzi izvi zvakabuda mushure mekunge the SADC yakareleasa the communique ichitora iyo ichikomenda the Republic of Mozambique, Botswana and Mauritius for holding successful elections muri Zimbabwe. Funga pakawanikwa the President Duma Boko wa Botswana in Honorable Nevin, Prime Minister of Mauritius, vachicongratulatewa muri Zimbabwe asi hapana kumentionwa Daniel Chapo muri Zimbabwe. Nyaya yakabuditswa ne Zimbabwean Mail vachitaura iyo vachiti despite a statement by President Filipe Nyusi, SADC yesterday refused to back Frelimo and Daniel Chapo. This was obvious when the communique said the summit commended the republics of Mozambique, Botswana and Mauritius for successfully holding peaceful elections and congratulated the newly elected leaders, namely President Duma Boko of the Republic of Botswana and Honorable Dr. Nevin, the Prime Minister of Mauritius. No mention of Daniel Chapo. Later, the communique said it received an update from His Excellency Filipe Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique, on the post-election political and security situation in the country, and reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to work with the Republic of Mozambique in ensuring peace, security and stability to the relevant structures of the SADC. Again, no support for Mozambique on the post-election political situation. The SADC summit was held on Wednesday, 20 November in Harare. It was attended by only 5 presidents: Zimbabwe, Botswana, DRC, Madagascar and Mozambique, and just lower-level officials from South Africa and other SADC members. The General Command of the Police is using Frelimo neighborhood structures to identify the main protagonists of the demonstrations in their neighborhoods. This has continued since the demonstrations began and uses Frelimo neighborhood secretaries, heads of town houses, community leaders, and other influential Frelimo figures. CIP understands that the process is being led by the head of Frelimo Party Brigade in Maputo. The supposed protagonists or leaders of the demonstrations will subsequently be the target of kidnappings and assassinations. In the Maxaquin neighborhood in Maputo City, Frelimo Party facilities were vandalized, namely Maxaquin B, better known as Graka Seco, and Maxaquin C Seco committees located next to the homes for the destitute. In the days that followed, the OMM headquarters was vandalized near the Karimbo market, very close to the Graka Seco headquarters in the same neighborhood. This seems quite organized according to our findings. The youth who set fire to the Frelimo Party headquarters in Maxaquin B were from the Halun neighborhood and had rented a house near the neighborhood committee headquarters. They left the rented houses after the act was completed. A student from Eduardo Motlani University was kidnapped last week and held captive by SERNIC for 24 hours. The student only escaped death because one of the kidnapping policemen was from Nampula, the province where the student is from. He was kidnapped on Avenida, which separates the neighborhoods of Polana, Kaniko and Maxaquin, at around 8 p.m. when he was going to a shop. According to the student, the kidnappers were driving a black car. When they questioned him, they neutralized him and put him in the car. They blindfolded him and gagged him, and when he was taken to a residence, he was kept blindfolded. The kidnappers had all the information about the student. They They knew he was one of the protesters at the university residence. He was interrogated and tortured. The kidnappers told the student that they had been ordered to kidnap and murder him. There are many identified young people, including members of civil society, who have shown support for the demonstrations, who could be kidnapped and murdered in the same way. A student was killed by police this morning in Moma, Nampula. The student was shot on a bridge at around 10 a.m. on his way home from school when the police fired on a group of demonstrators. 5 people were injured. Police killed at least 2 people last week in Molevala district of Zambezia, where there were thefts of precious stones at Moropia mines, Molavela. The police were called in and shot several people. Some say there were 6 dead, but a police source confirms only 2, a pregnant woman and an 18-year-old. And Zimbabwe Mail chitaura the situation iri munyika yeMozambique vatora ivo vachiti kutaura kwatiri kuita SADC haina kunge yaisi kubheka vaDaniel Chapo pamwe chete neThe Party. Kutaura kwatiri kuita the current president vaFilipe Nyusi vari kunzi vanyora tsamba the opposition leader vachitaura ivo vachiti they should meet. Probably pari GNU is on the table. This letter this letter inyaya yabuditswa neZW News vachiti President of Mozambique Filipe Nyusi has sent a letter to opposition leader Venancio Motlane requesting a meeting on the 26th of November following widespread protests by Mozambicans rejecting the election results. These protests are backed by video evidence showing that Zimbabwe's ruling party ZANU-PF buzzed its supporters to vote in the Mozambican elections after they were issued with Mozambican identity cards. Zimbabwe's The Masvingo Mira newspaper went undercover and filmed ZANU-PF supporters receiving their Mozambican IDs and casting their votes. Mozambique's ruling party Frelimo and its presidential candidate Daniel Chapo were announced as the winners of the election, but the final result has not been declared as the matter is now before the courts. Venancio Motlane has vowed not to rest until Mozambicans receive justice. Meanwhile, the other opposition party, Renamo, has called for a transitional government to prepare for new elections. Rumors within the diplomatic corps in Mozambique suggest that Frelimo government is considering discussing the idea of a government of national unity. Tinazie kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi tiudzei zvamukufunga mu comment section.